A lot of macro activities that is going on that is feel like we're in the confluence of a pivotal point where U.S. economy seems to be on a strong foot, and hence what led to the Fed started cutting interest rates to allow the consumers and corporations to relieve from a very high interest rate environment. What that really led to from an insurance asset management perspective is that like the investment thesis that we have heading into the year is starting point matters. Most insurance companies have a lot of corporate risk and commercial real estate risk into the portfolio. In an economy that is slowing, while it's not slow enough to cause concern on defaults or negative rating migrations yet, we thought that it's best for insurance company to start building a more diversified portfolio by moving away or reducing their overall asset allocation from commercial real estate or corporate risk, diversify into U.S. housing risk and as well as consumer risk. So, which then also tucked out really nicely in terms of like the area that securitization market is able to offer to insurance clients. It's an interesting concept in the sense that like if you think about insurance portfolio, a lot of what we do is really liability driven and asset focused. Really means is that your product mix, what is a life products or a annuity products, or for P&C companies, the way that we manage the portfolio is very different. So for a liability product that you pass on all of your interest rate volatility up or down to your clients, then it really doesn't matter. It's really a spreads product. But for those portfolio strategy that focus more on income, that in the rising rates environments where we've increased our allocation to floating rate assets, has created a lot of benefits to our portfolios that is absorbent the increase in interest rate. Now interest rate has gone down 50 basis points already, and perhaps more to come in the US. We have to take a harder look in terms of our assets and liability mix from our overall aggregate floating rate exposure perspective. So one potential change could be that for those insurance companies that have found themselves over allocated to floating rate assets, perhaps they should peel back some of the floating rate exposure, and vice versa for those insurance companies that had a little bit more floating rates liability exposure, perhaps they stand to benefits given the fact that their liability costs have just now gone down 50 basis points in the US. I've been coming to this conference for the last 20 years. I felt like every time that I come, I learn something new, I met someone new, and I pick up new ideas that I wasn't able to do when I'm just sitting in my office in New York City. In addition to the people that I meet and knowledge that I have acquired, I also felt like this is also a forum that a lot of folks is able to exchange their ideas very freely. I was actually just in a closed door meeting with a bunch of investors talking about a newer asset class that is brewing. This reminds me of what happened almost 20 years ago when we were first here talking about some of the newer asset classes, like for example, CRT, credit risk transfer is a new asset class that started in 2013. And if we went back, like subprime auto, esoteric ABS, a lot of the new asset class ideas seem to form and when people are exchanging ideas here. So I enjoyed the dynamic. I enjoyed meeting with different insurers. I also enjoy meeting my colleagues and my peers in the industry.